Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dhirendra Kumar, and in this video we will discuss important MCQs on Partition of Bengal Class 10 Chapter 1 SEBA Board History. 1. The Swadeshi movement was primarily a response to which British administrative decision? A Rowlatt Act. B. Partition of Bengal. C. Government of India Act 1919. D. Salt tax. Correct answer: B. Partition of Bengal. 2. In which year was the Partition of Bengal announced? A. 1903, B. 1904, C. 1905, D. 1906. Correct answer: C. 1905. 3. Who was the Viceroy of India when the Partition of Bengal was announced? A. Lord Curzon, B. Lord Hardinge, C. Lord Minto, D. Lord Lansdowne. Correct answer: A. Lord Curzon. 4. The Swadeshi movement officially began on which date? August 7, 1905, B. October 16, 1905, C. September 7, 1905, D. November 1, 1905. Correct answer: A. August 7, 1905. 5. What was the stated administrative reason for the Partition of Bengal? A. To reduce the area of Bengal province. B. To improve administrative efficiency. C. To separate Hindu and Muslim populations. D. To create a new capital. Correct answer: B. To improve administrative efficiency. 6. The Partition of Bengal divided Bengal into how many provinces? A. 2, B. 3, C. 4, D. 5. Correct answer: A. 2. 7. Which city became the capital of East Bengal after the partition? A. Chittagong, B. Sylhet, C. Dhaka, D. Kumala. Correct answer: C. Dhaka. 8. The real motive behind the Partition of Bengal was economic development, B. administrative convenience, C. divide and rule policy, D. military strategy. Correct answer: C. divide and rule policy. 9. The boycott resolution was first passed in which city? A. Calcutta, B. Dhaka, C. Chittagong, D. Barisal. Correct answer: A. Calcutta. 10. What was the population of Bengal province before partition? A. 54 million, B. 68 million, C. 78 million, D. 85 million. Correct answer: C. 78 million. 11. The term Swadeshi literally means a self-rule, B. of one's own country, C. independence, D. boycott. Correct answer: B. of one's own country. 12. Which district in Bengal showed the strongest response to the boycott movement? A. Hooghly, B. Barisal, C. Midnapore, D. Nadia. Correct answer: B. Barisal. 13. The Swadeshi movement was part of which broader phase of Indian nationalism? A. moderate phase, B. extremist phase, C. Gandhian phase, D. revolutionary phase. Correct answer: B. extremist phase. 14. The first Swadeshi enterprise was established in which field? A. cotton textiles, B. jute mills, C. sugar mills, D. soap manufacturing. Correct answer: A. cotton textiles. 15. Which British goods were primarily targeted in the boycott? A. Manchester cloth and Liverpool salt, B. Sheffield steel and Birmingham metals, C. London tea and Bristol sugar, D. Yorkshire wool and Nottingham lace. Correct answer: A. Manchester cloth and Liverpool salt. 16. The Swadeshi movement was primarily concentrated in which region initially? A. Punjab, B. Bengal, C. Maharashtra, D. Madras. Correct answer: B. Bengal. 17. What was the immediate trigger for the Swadeshi movement? Economic depression, B. anti-partition sentiment, C. religious conflicts, D. educational reforms. Correct answer: B. anti-partition sentiment. 18. The Swadeshi movement differed from earlier movements in being more violent, B. more mass-based, C. more religious, D. more regional. Correct answer: B. more mass-based. 19. The partition created East Bengal and West Bengal. B. Bengal Province. C. Central Bengal. D. Bengal Presidency. Correct answer A. West Bengal. 20. The Swadeshi movement marked the beginning of which type of protest method? Armed resistance. B. Economic boycott. C. Political negotiations. D. Constitutional petitions. Correct answer B. Economic boycott. 21. The triumvirate of extremist leaders known as Lal Bal Pal consisted of Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. B. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipan Chandra. C. Lala Hardale, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. D. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Gokhale, Bipin Chandra Pal. Correct answer A. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. 22. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was from which province? Bengal. B. Punjab. C. Maharashtra. D. Gujarat. Correct answer C. Maharashtra. 23. Bipin Chandra Pal was a prominent leader from A. Punjab. B. Bengal. C. Maharashtra. D. Madras. Correct answer B. Bengal. 24. Lala Lajpat Rai was known as the Kesari. B. Lion of Punjab. C. Lokmanya. D. Father of Swadeshi. Correct answer B. Lion of Punjab. 25. Which leader was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment in Mandalay jail? A. Lala Lajpat Rai. B. Bipin Chandra Pal. C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. D. Aurobindo Ghosh. Correct answer C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 26. Aurobindo Ghosh was associated with which aspect of the Swadeshi movement? Economic boycott. B. Revolutionary activities. C. Educational reforms. D. Religious revival. Correct answer B. Revolutionary activities. 27. Who among the following was not associated with the extremist wing? A. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. B. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. C. Bipin Chandra Pal. D. Lala Lajpat Rai. Correct answer B. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 28. The newspaper Kesari was published by Bipin Chandra Pal. B. Lala Lajpat Rai. C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. D. Aurobindo Ghosh. Correct answer C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 29. Which leader popularized the slogan Swaraj is my birthright? A. Lala Lajpat Rai. B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. C. Bipin Chandra Pal. D. Aurobindo Ghosh. Correct answer B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 30. The Vandemataram song was composed by Rabindranath Tagore. B. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. C. Aurobindo Ghosh. D. Bipin Chandra Pal. Correct answer B. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. 31. Which leader was known as Lokmanya? A. Lala Lajpat Rai. B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. C. Bipin Chandra Pal. D. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Correct answer B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 32. Who founded the Bengal National College? A. Aurobindo Ghosh. B. Bipin Chandra Pal. C. Swadeshi Chandra Mukherjee. D. Rabindranath Tagore. Correct answer C. Swadeshi Chandra Mukherjee. 33. The moderate leader who opposed the Swadeshi movement was Dadabhai Naoroji. B. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. C. Surendranath Banerjee. D. Pherozeshah Mehta. Correct answer B. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 34. Which leader was associated with the Anushalan Samiti? A. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. B. Aurobindo Ghosh. C. Bipin Chandra Pal. D. Lala Lajpat Rai. Correct answer B. Aurobindo Ghosh. 35. The phrase New Party was used to describe moderates. B. Extremists. C. Revolutionaries. D. Liberals. Correct answer B. Extremists. 36. Which leader was instrumental in organizing the boycott in Barisal? Ashwini Kumar Dutt. B. Bipin Chandra Pal, C. Surendranath Banerjee, D. Aurobindo Ghosh. Correct answer, A. Ashwini Kumar Dutt. 37. The newspaper Jugantar was associated with moderate views, B. extremist views, C. revolutionary activities, D. social reforms. Correct answer, C. revolutionary activities. 38. Who among the following was a woman leader in the Swadeshi movement? A. Sarojini Naidu, B. Sarala Devi Chaudharani, C. Annie Besant, D. Kamala Nehru. Correct answer, B. Sarala Devi Chaudharani. 39. The leader who coined the term boycott in the Indian context was A. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, B. Krishnakumar Maitra, C. Bipin Chandra Pal, D. Aurobindo Ghosh. Correct answer, B. Krishnakumar Maitra. 40. Which leader was known for his fiery speeches during the Swadeshi movement? A. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, B. Bipin Chandra Pal, C. Dadabhai Naoroji, D. Surendranath Banerjee. Correct answer, B. Bipin Chandra Pal. 41. The Swadeshi movement is generally dated from A. 1903 to 1908, B. 1905 to 1911, C. 1905 to 1917, D. 1904 to 1910. Correct answer, C. 1905 to 1917. 42. The Surat split of the Indian National Congress occurred in A. 1906, B. 1907, C. 1908, D. 1909. Correct answer, B. 1907. 43. The Partition of Bengal was annulled in A. 1910, B. 1911, C. 1912, D. 1913. Correct answer, B. 1911. 44. The annulment of partition was announced by A. Lord Curzon, B. Lord Minto, C. King George V, D. Lord Hardinge. Correct answer, C. King George V. 45. The Delhi Durbar where partition annulment was announced was held in A. December 1910, B. December 1911, C. January 1912, D. November 1911. Correct answer, B. December 1911. 46. The first major act of violence during the Swadeshi period was Alipur bomb case, B. Attempt on Kingsford, C. Muzaffarpur bomb case, D. Assassination of Rand. Correct answer, C. Muzaffarpur bomb case. 47. The Alipur bomb case was associated with A. 1907, B. 1908, C. 1909, D. 1910. Correct answer, B. 1908. 48. The formal reunification of Bengal took place on April 1, 1911, B. April 1, 1912, C. January 1, 1912, D. December 12, 1911. Correct answer, B. April 1, 1912. 49. The Barisal Conference was held in 1905, B. 1906, C. 1907, D. 1908. Correct answer, B. 1906. 50. The Congress session where the Swadeshi resolution was passed was at A. Calcutta, B. Varanasi, C. Lucknow, D. Madras. Correct answer, B. Varanasi. 51. The Rakhi Bandhan ceremony during the Swadeshi movement was observed on August 7, 1905, B. October 16, 1905, C. September 7, 1905, D. November 1, 1905. Correct answer, B. October 16, 1905. 52. The boycott of British goods was most effective in 1905 to 1906, B. 1906 to 1907, C. 1907 to 1908, D. 1908 to 1909. Correct answer, B. 1906 to 1907. 53. The first Swadeshi mill was established in 1905, B. 1906, C. 1907, D. 1908. Correct answer, B. 1906. 54. The movement to establish national education was started in 1905, B. 1906, C. 1907, D. 1908. Correct answer, B. 1906. 55. The decline of the Swadeshi movement began after 1908, B. 1909, C. 1910, D. 1911. Correct answer, 1908. 56. The Morley Minto reforms were introduced in 1907, B. 1908, C. 1909, D. 1910. Correct answer, C. 1909. 57. The Muslim League was formed in 1905, B. 1906, C. 1907, D. 1908. Correct answer, B. 1906. 58. The transfer of capital from Calcutta to Delhi was announced in 1910, B. 1911, C. 1912, D. 1913. Correct answer, B. 1911. 59. The peak period of revolutionary activities was 1905 to 1907, B. 1906 to 1908, C. 1907 to 1909, D. 1908 to 1910. Correct answer, C. 1907 to 1909. 60. The Swadeshi movement formally ended around 1911, B. 1915, C. 1917, D. 1919. Correct answer, C. 1917. 61. The four main methods of the Swadeshi movement were a boycott, Swadeshi, national education, self-help, B. Boycott, Swadeshi, satyagraha, hartal, C. Swadeshi, boycott, picketing, strikes, D. Boycott, Swadeshi, civil disobedience, non-cooperation. Correct answer, A. Boycott, Swadeshi, national education, self-help. 62. The economic strategy of the Swadeshi movement included establishing indigenous industries, B. Promoting Indian banks, C. Developing Indian shipping, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 63. The cultural aspect of the Swadeshi movement emphasized a revival of Indian festivals, B. Promotion of Indian literature, C. Encouragement of Indian art, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 64. The technique of passive resistance was first used during a non-cooperation movement, B. Swadeshi movement, C. Civil disobedience movement, D. Quit India movement. Correct answer, B. Swadeshi movement. 65. The Swadeshi movement popularized the use of a khadi cloth, B. Handloom products, C. Indigenous soap, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 66. The boycott of British goods led to the growth of a cottage industries, B. Handloom weaving, C. Local manufacturing, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 67. The method of picketing was used to prevent people from buying British goods, B. Promote Swadeshi products, C. Organize mass meetings, D. Collect funds for the movement. Correct answer, prevent people from buying British goods. 68. The Swadeshi movement promoted the idea of economic self-reliance, B. Political independence, C. Cultural revival, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 69. The establishment of national schools was part of educational boycott, B. Constructive program, C. Alternative education system, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 70. The Swadeshi movement used which of the following symbols? A charkha, B. Rocky, C. Vande Mataram, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 71. The strategy of constructive Swadeshi included setting up indigenous industries, B. Promoting Indian education. C. Developing Indian banks. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 72. The technique of mass meetings was used to mobilize public opinion. B. Spread awareness about Swadeshi. C. Organize boycott campaigns. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 73. The Swadeshi movement introduced the concept of economic nationalism. B. Cultural nationalism. C. Political nationalism. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 74. The role of students in the Swadeshi movement was organizing boycotts. B. Picketing foreign goods. C. Spreading awareness. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 75. The Swadeshi movement pioneered the use of a mass mobilization. B. Economic boycott. C. Cultural symbols. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 76. The immediate economic impact of the Swadeshi movement was a decline in British imports. B. Growth of indigenous industries. C. Increase in local employment. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 77. The political impact of the Swadeshi movement included a rise of extremist nationalism. B. Decline of moderate politics. C. Emergence of revolutionary activities. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 78. The Swadeshi movement contributed to the growth of Indian nationalism. B. Mass political participation. C. Economic consciousness. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 79. The cultural impact of the Swadeshi movement was a revival of Indian art and literature. B. Promotion of Indian languages. C. Strengthening of Indian identity. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 80. The Swadeshi movement influenced later movements by A. Providing techniques of mass mobilization. B. Demonstrating the power of boycott. C. Establishing the link between economics and politics. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 81. The failure of the Swadeshi movement was due to a lack of sustained leadership. B. Limited mass base. C. Government repression. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 82. The Swadeshi movement succeeded in annulling the partition. B. Creating national consciousness. C. Establishing indigenous industries. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 83. The British response to the Swadeshi movement included A. Repressive measures. B. Constitutional reforms. C. Divide and rule policy. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 84. The Swadeshi movement demonstrated that economic pressure could force political concessions. B. Mass movements could be organized. C. Indian industries could compete with British goods. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 85. The long-term impact of the Swadeshi movement was a foundation for future mass movements. B. Development of Indian entrepreneurship. C. Strengthening of nationalist ideology. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 86. The Swadeshi movement influenced education by establishing national schools. B. Promoting technical education. C. Encouraging vernacular languages. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 87. The impact on women's participation was increased involvement in political activities. B. Participation in boycott campaigns. C. Promotion of domestic industries. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. 88. The Swadeshi movement's contribution to Indian industry was establishment of textile mills, B. Development of banking sector, C. Growth of small-scale industries, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 89. The psychological impact of the Swadeshi movement was increased self-confidence, B. Pride in Indian products, C. Sense of collective identity, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 90. The Swadeshi movement's legacy included inspiration for future movements, B. Model for economic nationalism, C. Proof of Indian organizational capacity, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 91. The Swadeshi movement was different from earlier movements because it was a more organized, B. More mass-based, C. More comprehensive, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 92. The concept of Swaraj gained prominence during a Sepoy mutiny, B. Swadeshi movement, C. Non-cooperation movement, D. Civil disobedience movement. Correct answer, B. Swadeshi movement. 93. The Swadeshi movement demonstrated the importance of economic factors in politics, B. Cultural factors in nationalism, C. Mass participation in movements, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 94. The failure to sustain the Swadeshi movement was partly due to a lack of alternative leadership, B. Internal conflicts in Congress, C. Limited rural participation, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 95. The Swadeshi movement's influence on later Gandhian movements was a technique of boycott, B. Emphasis on khadi, C. Concept of self-reliance, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 96. The international impact of the Swadeshi movement was an inspiration for other colonial movements, B. Demonstration of economic resistance, C. Model for cultural nationalism, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 97. The Swadeshi movement's contribution to Indian historiography was a first mass movement, B. Economic dimension of nationalism, C. Role of cultural factors, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 98. The regional variations in the Swadeshi movement showed a diversity in Indian nationalism, B. Importance of local leadership, C. Adaptation to local conditions, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 99. The Swadeshi movement's place in Indian independence struggle was a first phase of mass nationalism, B. Bridge between moderate and extremist phases, C. Foundation for future movements, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. 100. The Swadeshi movement's significance in Indian history lies in its a comprehensive approach to nationalism, B. Integration of economic and political goals, C. Demonstration of Indian capability, D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above.